Looks like you're live.
Are we live, Jason?
Let me update it. Oh man, it's not saying that we're live.
Uh-oh.
I think it's waiting one more second for you.
Are we live yet? Are we live?
That
Coming
is
to
the
you
question.
live from the van down by the...
Did you say go live?
It says live for the last 36 seconds.
It doesn't show it live here. Let me close it and try again. Hold on, people. We're having some technical difficulties. We're trying to do a live on Dustin's phone.
Yep. So we're trying to do live on my phone out here at the van. Because we got this cool little campsite set up here, and yeah. Hopefully we're live right now and I'm not just wasting breath.
It says waiting.
Maybe it said 7 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, wait. I think it changed.
And honey,
It says live now.
we are Eastern.
It does say live,
Oh.
and it does need to get rotated.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to rotate the camera. Hold on 1 second. We're rotating the camera, friends.
Want me to help you? I can put my snacks down. My campfire.
So we're a few seconds behind.
Hey, we got one viewer. Oh, that's you. Cool.
Oh, she's almost got it.
And we're yeah. And you can hear us just fine.
Man, it's like all shaky. Uh-oh.
You're pointed at the moon.
Yeah, you're pointed at, like, above the van.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Oh, there it comes.
This is so weird hearing it twice.
You just come down a little bit.
Yep. Come down just a little more.
Yeah, you're pointed at, like, above the van. Just wait. Nope, I'm done waiting.
Nice.
Okay.
We are here, guys. We've got everything set up finally. I think we're good to go. It's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, obviously,
We're adjusting the camera for you.
because we are outside now instead of being in the basement at HQ.
Oh, that looks really good.
Perfect. I'm digging it.
Digging it.
Finishing up my campfire snacks
Okay.
here.
I'm going to go on mute.
Yeah, just mute that, and then you can watch comments if anybody comments or anything, or she'll
Okay.
see it too.
We're using my camera. We're using my live on my phone to see how the camera's set up and everything. So I think we're good to go now.
And to answer any questions or comments, you
Yeah.
guys, so we can interact with you guys, because we like interacting. It's fun.
So welcome to Smokin' Eagles Rod Shop Live.
Woo. In the van, not down by the river, because we can't afford lakefront.
But
If
if it
is
changes, we will add a river.
cool. Yes.
So do keep that in
Or
mind.
or maybe a swimming pool. We could add a swimming pool, and then we don't need a river because
Yeah.
we'll have a swimming hole.
But we thought this would be a little better venue than sitting downstairs in the
Yeah.
cave.
Yeah, with a blue background.
We thought
So now we can chill at the van, and if we want to make some s'mores or something, we can always fire up the old fire pit here and have some s'mores, or
have a good time.
chit chat, or make some hot dogs. We can do whatever we want. Hang out with you guys, chill, and have a good old time.
So I missed the last live. I wasn't available.
Yep.
Justin sat in for me.
Yep.
So that was mighty thanks to him. He cooked some really good food. He fed us last weekend.
Yeah, we were at a NASCAR race last weekend, and
yeah, he fed us a bunch of food.
he smoked a brisket.
Brisket,
A big
bunch
old
of
brisket,
sausages.
and
I had
then,
sausages and ribs and chicken.
And yeah,
Oh, man.
man, dude can cook. We gotta get him on the channel to cook for us at one of our lives, and then we can sit here and you guys can watch us eat good food.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of rude, though. Maybe
He cooks a lot of food though.
he cooks a lot of food. Like there was like 4 of us, and then he made like 2 chickens, and we're like, So we had to give one whole chicken away to these people behind us. We're like, here, you want a
Oh,
whole,
the Canadians.
a whole
eh?
freaking chicken? They're like, here you go.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh. So a little update on things that happened in the past. I haven't been on for a while.
Yep.
So I've been attempting to do some burnouts with the old susbug. I think Dustin did a short of one of them. If not, they're over on my Instagram page. But we did an attempt over here at HQ.
yep. I haven't dropped any of those yet. I
Okay.
haven't figured out how I wanted to make those come across.
Yeah. And then I also just recently tried a third attempt at my house, at my house this weekend with my brother. It's fun. It's fun, like letting my brother have the car because my brother's got no responsibility for fixing it if he breaks it. So like his willingness to break it potentially is really high. So yeah.
If he can't make it to a burnout, it's just not going to do it.
Yeah, so if he can't make it happen, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like let's just say he's got no he bent the gas pedal. He was smashing on it so hard. So yeah. So we're still having some difficulty.
He does know it's fuel injected, and pushing on the pedal harder doesn't actually get you anywhere.
Yeah, well, he bent it. So
That's awesome.
there's a bit of a struggle with getting the susbug to do a burnout, and a lot of that has to do with there's so much weight in the back end of it, and also since I put the turbo on it, yeah, I've definitely hurt that motor. That motor's definitely hurt. It's got a lot of blow by, and it tends to miss at least a cylinder, if not 2, just when idling. I mean, it just once you pick the throttle up, it sounds like and it looks like the cylinder comes back online, but yeah, while idling, it's definitely down at least a cylinder, and it's got a lot of blow by. So it
runs like a Ford.
Yeah, it hurt. It's hurt. It's leaking oil. It's leaking oil out of everything that contains oil. So
Oh, it might be part Harley.
yeah, it might be part Harley at this point too. Yeah, I guess that's update on the susbug where I'm at. What about Carmen?
I was planning on doing a burnout competition not too far from here in the next couple of weeks. Those guys, actually, I think it was next weekend, maybe. It's a big truck show. Those guys didn't really want me to come down there with my car and do burnouts. Maybe they were scared or nervous. I don't know. Probably not. But it sounds cool. Yeah, they wanted me to sponsor the burnout pit and pay some crazy amount of money, and obviously we're not making no money here. You know, if I'm going to spend even $100, it's going to be on horsepower and having fun, not paying somebody to, you know, sit next to their burnout pit and sell 2 t-shirts. So I did not to do that. There are some guys that posted another a different thing, burnout competition. It's actually called Takeover. They've got a pit that's going to be 150 foot by 150 foot. It's going to be the Hooligan Brothers and Neckbreakers, and it's just up the road from us, about 45 minutes, and it's going to be I think it's about 5-6 weeks away. But I have us a merch tent, booth, spot, whatever there. So we're going to be there. That's going to be awesome. And I got us registered for the burn pit. So we'll be in there in the burnout pit. There's going to be a lot of guys out there drifting and things of that nature. I'm going to take Carmen out there in that big old Buick, and we're going to throw her around. And yeah, if they want me to go around a cone or 2, or I don't know what they're going to do, but it's 150 foot by 150 foot, and I can have a good time in a pit that big.
This is the first non-standing burnout since Cletus and Cars, honestly.
It will be the first one that's but they're calling it the Coliseum Takeover, and they're going to have this pit, and there's also a car show. So I think the way they're doing that is the car show is like 2 to 8 or 2 to 9 or something, and then the burnouts are like 3 to 7 or 3 to 8 or whatever. So basically, the burnout pit's going to be open for the entire event, minus an hour at the beginning and an hour at the end. So
Wow.
it's going to be freaking awesome. We're going to be there. We're going to have our merch there. So if anybody, wants to swing out, pick up a hat or a T-shirt or whatever, we'll be giving out stickers like we always do. I think I've got a couple of gift cards, so I'm probably going to have another giveaway of gift cards because people like it when I do that. I don't have the video up. I'm working on that right now of our most recent burnout competition, and I'm finishing editing that video, and then it will be live. And we gave away two gift cards, and people enjoyed that. It was fun. I call them on the phone.
Where was that at?
That was at the Warsaw Car Show.
Oh yeah, Warsaw Car Show. That was a fun little time.
And the Hooligan Brothers, they also
were there.
They were
next to
there,
us.
and they sponsored the Burnout Pit at that event as well. But that one, the pit was a lot smaller, so we couldn't move around or anything. But I don't want to give out any spoilers because I haven't released the video yet. But you guys really like that video. It's the video's car show and the burnouts and all that stuff. It's a super fun time. So Fort Wayne definitely will not disappoint. And like I said, we'll be there. And yeah, bring your kids, bring your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whoever. Bring your whole family. Get your picture with Carmen. I'll let you sit in the car, get your picture taken, or sit on the hood, get your picture taken, whatever. I don't care. Just come check it out, check the car out, hang out with us, have a good time, chit chat.
That one's potentially going to be a lot different than car shows and burnouts that we typically go to.
Right.
That's going to be more of like the younger crowd.
Yeah.
A lot of the.
It's going to be a lot of younger kids,
more of
younger
like
guys.
More of like the car meetups where they just meet up in a mall parking lot.
Right. Yeah.
So essentially, it's going to be more of like that theme.
It's going to be a lot more newer cars and newer bikes. I think. I think that is what's going to be really cool when I show up with Carmen, because I think there's going to be a lot of newer cars out there in the burnout pit spinning around and drifting and stuff, and then I'm going to roll in that big old Buick. And
we should count how many Dodge Chargers there are in the burnout pit.
I might surprise some people who are going to be unsuspecting of Carmen's abilities.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of where that's going. I have some plans over the winter to make Carmen better. Just got back from some family vacations. We traveled around and did some things this summer, so I haven't had a whole lot of content coming out here over the past month or so. And, things are going to start ramping back up going forward. I just had a video come out last Friday, and then I'm trying to get some more shorts going. We got 2 new projects that we're going to be working on. I'm going to finish painting my Camaro, and I have a bitchin' mini bike that we're going to do. We're going to put a Predator motor on it and get it all made up for a little pit bike that we can take shows and stuff with us, different places, and then we're going to strip it down and paint it when I paint the Camaro. So I'm going to start dropping those videos here soon, recording those and working on all that stuff. And again, I didn't want to start a project in the middle of traveling around with the family and doing some other things and then trying to, do too much at once, because I don't want you guys to get crappy content. So
I got my little Volkswagen truck. I don't know if the channel's really seen that truck or not.
A couple pictures of it, but tell them all about
I got a little 1980 Rabbit pickup truck. I just started in on it. I feel like the Beetle is at a spot where it's going to be what it is. So I started.
You're either happy with it or you ain't.
Yeah, I'm either happy with it or I'm not. At the moment, I'm kind of not. But hey, that'll change in a day or two. But the little Rabbit truck, I started a couple of weeks ago. I started ordering the parts. The ones that take a long time to get, the ones that take 4 to 6 weeks to get. So those have been on order for about 3 weeks now. So that's kind of exciting when like those big packages start rolling in to work on the little truck. I got tires and rims on it this week so that I could at least move it around a little bit. That's going to be fun. I am going to put a VR6 in it. I have the VR6. I have the transmission on it already. I bought a lot of the smaller parts for the engine. I bought a lot of the ECU parts. I bought some interior parts for the truck. So I should have a lot to work on there. That should keep me moving. So I'd like to get that little guy done probably before the winter. But
And record stuff so we can put it on the channel.
Yeah. I'm not as good at recording stuff. I don't think about that. I also have a buddy that has a Volkswagen Beetle that's got a blown engine in it currently, and I happen to have a non-blown engine sitting in my garage. So I think we might try to make some content of swapping that engine in there. Maybe.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be that long. I mean, technically, you know, the old timers, the old Volkswagen guys says it takes like 4 hours. So I'm sure we should be able to get it done in an afternoon or a morning. So
Just depends on how much pizza you got.
yeah,
Pizza and beer.
yeah. So that might be getting done probably maybe next weekend, depending on weather. And then little yellow truck's going to start going together pretty quickly. I hope to have it over here at headquarters at some point because he's got a lift, and that's going to make some working underneath it really easy.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe a day, maybe get it over here for a day, just to get the big stuff done, and then get it back to my place so I can work on the little stuff.
Cool.
But other than that, I was hoping to have the Volkswagen, the Beetle, ready for Night of Destruction, which is Memorial Day? No, Labor Day.
Labor Day, I believe, yes.
Yeah, Labor Day. Labor Day, New Paris, our little local.
I can check, but it's on my phone.
Yeah, they have a Night of Destruction. They have a Night of Destruction coming up, and I was hoping to have the Beetle ready for that, but I just don't think it's there. I just don't think it's got a burnout in it. I think the
Strap it to that Buick. You ain't gonna drag that thing. It'll have to do a burnout.
I think the most obvious problem that has always been there is just winning, and that's the fact I got way too much weight over the rear axle of the Beetle for it to really like get over that traction and just go into a burnout. I mean, it's literally 80% of the weight's on the rear tires, so I think I'm just fighting a losing battle with it. I'm just throwing horsepower at it, and it's just not even. It's still just trying to hook. So.
Yeah.
So I think I may be going a different way with a burnout car here shortly. We got a tentative bad idea floating around, kicking out amongst the both of us. So let's just see if that bad idea pans out. If that bad idea pans out, there may be a second.
Farming will have competition. Maybe.
Yeah, there may be a second burnout car on the channel sooner than later.
Yeah.
But we're not going to say too much about that one. The deal's not done. Tires haven't been kicked. The hands haven't been shaked. The cash hasn't changed places. So there's still a little bit of work left to do on that. But hopefully, I think I'll have a burnout car maybe by the end of the season. It's not going to be the Beetle, though. It's just not going to be the Beetle. But
then you'll have a new car you can take to Cletus and cars next year.
yeah, then I'll have a new car for Cletus and cars next year. So that'll
And
be
maybe
fun.
they won't recognize you.
Yeah, maybe they won't say, "Hey, that's that Beetle guy."
Is that guy that had that Beetle?
Yeah, that really bad burnout. I can just like leave that one in the past. No, I like the idea of putting the VR6 in the Beetle. Everybody loves it. Anybody that's ever seen the damn thing has absolutely been like, "That's cool."
It is cool. It's just whether you're
just-
happy with the cool.
It's just not a burnout car. I mean,
No.
it's
It's a head turner, not a tire smoker.
yeah, not a tire turner. It's just got too much weight in the back. It's got too much traction, and it just doesn't get it done. So, you know, in the spirit of doing a burnout and getting it done, I'm taking my brother's advice, my actual brother, who said, you know, people go to a burnout competition to see smoky tires and hear V8 noises. So, you know,
Your Volkswagen doesn't check any of those boxes.
yeah, my Volkswagen does not check either one of those boxes at the moment, and it seems to, you know, I can keep throwing money into it, and it can do it eventually, but at the same time, I could keep it as a car that just, you know, drive around and, you know, fix the little things up so I can continue to drive it around, and eventually, you know,
Do whatever.
maybe it's a fun little car to drive around, and I could take all that money that I could throw into the Beetle to try to make it do a burnout, and I could just put it in a different car and actually do one. So we got a couple that we've seen on Marketplace kind of around here, and you know, maybe hopefully in the coming weeks we can get one of those picked up and, you know, introduce a new car to the channel as a second burnout car. Because, you know, what's cooler than a burnout car?
Two burnout cars.
Two burnout cars. So
And the first thing you got to do is a burnout with it.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to shit talk back and forth if only one car actually does a burnout. So, you know, I think I think it could get a little more interesting if there were actually two cars that could do burnouts on the channel.
I agree.
I mean, it's literally twice as much content.
And we have twice as much chance of getting trophies.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah, because
So-
it's like NASCAR. If you got 7 cars, I mean, your odds of getting a win are pretty good. But if you only got 1 car,
Yeah, you got to be in the front.
you got to be in the front every time. So anyway,
And if Carmen ends up in second place, it's not that worse of a day when it's me that put it out in front of it. But I still got to get a car. So
I agree.
I think we're gonna. I think the burnout plans for the Beetle are over. I think the Beetle may still be around, just in a different aspect. Take the
Cruise
turbo.
around and
Yeah,
stuff,
take the
do
turbo
whatever.
off of it. Make it a little more friendly for driving around on the road, and just keep it as that. And then build a burnout car to do a burnout. Get something with a V8. Get something that's rear wheel drive, and weld the diff up in it. Take the rear brakes off of it. Move all the weight to the front of it.
If you buy the right car, you ain't got to weld to death. But yeah,
Yeah, and then just go from there. So that's kind of the thought. That's kind of where I'm at. I want to do a burnout. Tired of just watching.
I want to watch you do a burnout. I'm tired of having to do all the work. I'm always in.
Yeah.
I'm like, that burnout sounded really cool from the driver's seat, but then I gotta watch videos of myself.
Yeah, watch me over there going like,
Yeah, I'm always like, oh, if I break this, I gotta fix it.
yeah.
It'd be nice to watch somebody else break their stuff.
Because but it's a good time. I like going to the events. I like just hanging out.
Yeah, the events are fun.
I just how to say I want to show up with a car that can actually compete.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
so
And we need to make it happen.
and I don't think it's that. Back to like the original thought when we were walking through Cletus and cars, looking at these jalopies, like
Well, I wouldn't say they were jalopies, but they were.
Yeah.
They were cheaper builds. They weren't they're not pro class
Yeah.
vehicles. They're affordable builds versus, a $85,000,
Yeah.
3rd gen Camaro with
But
4 blowers on it.
Yeah, but I think for for that, I think for a reasonable price, I could get into a car that could do a burnout, and for just a little bit more, I could have a car that could really, honestly, show up and compete for first place every time it goes someplace.
I paid $650 for Carmen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, you guys seen the videos of what I had to do to get it running.
Yeah. It took a lot of work.
It's a lot of labor.
It's a lot
Or
of
you
work.
could spend $2,000 and you could buy one that'll do a burnout the day you pick it up.
Yep.
And then you just build from there. It just all depends on
What you
your
wanna do.
pocketbook and what you want to do, what you think's cool, what you don't think's cool. I mean, it is what it is,
Yeah. I just want to go to a burnout show. I just want to go to a burnout comp and have a car in the
Everybody's
show.
always running S10s and little Blazers and stuff. You know what would be cool?
Yeah.
A Ford Ranger.
Yeah.
If somebody had a Ford Ranger burnout truck, and then, of course, you like LS, swap it. Because that's, why not, right?
I mean, you got the little green one over there. You can put like a Coyote motor in it.
I don't know how to work
Godzilla.
I don't know how to work on a Ford motor.
Godzilla motors.
I put a big block Chevy in it and just run zoomies straight out of the hood, and then it'd be a Ford Ranger. It'd be the only Ford Ranger there on an S10 frame.
No, yeah, there's Ford Rangers there. There were Ford Rangers
Yeah.
and Cletus and cars.
I know, but
But that's kind of the thing. It's like
S10 swamp.
back
Ford Ranger
to
body.
like the whole like what makes a good burnout car. And it goes back to like there has to be some character. There has to be some personality.
Right, it's got to have character, and that's Carmen has character.
And that's where like you go to a burnout, you go to like Cletus and cars, and it's like, full size Chevy Silverados.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
There's like a dozen of them,
Right.
and if it's not a full size truck, then it's a S10 or it's a Ranger, and it's just like, ugh.
I've had a couple of times now watching on Marketplace where I could have bought Electras like Carmen that were 2 doors. They were, not outrageously expensive, and I can swap my motor into them or get them running or anything like that. But again, at the end of the day, you know, Carmen is who Carmen is, and if I get rid of Carmen,
Yeah.
another Electra 225 can't be Carmen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because even if I buy some cool two-door whatever or a convertible or something, it's never going to be Carmen,
And we
right? And so that's why I'm just like, you know what? Carmen is the right amount of rust. She's the right amount of dingy dirtiness, and she is, you know, the epitome of the big boat. I mean, it's a 4-door hardtop. It's just, it is what it is.
And I think
Carmen
that was-
is Carmen.
And I think we were having that conversation about the Beetle, because I was like, what if I just bought a different Beetle that was, you know, a front engine instead of a rear engine one? And it's like, well, then it's not Susbug, you know. Then
It's
a different car. And it's like, well, that's right. You know, I could, you know, because I actually found one on Marketplace, and it's a full chassis car.
Yeah.
That somebody built for drag race.
You would have to take the body off a Susbug and put it on that chassis to make it Susbug.
And the price wasn't bad, and it was like, that's actually really not that bad. But then they had a Ford motor, and it had a Ford 351 in it, and I was kind of like, huh? But it was just kind of
I got
weird...
one of them. Mine's a heavy smoker, though.
Yeah, it was just kind of one of those, like, I looked at it, and I'm like, I would, you know, even like looking at it, it was like, no. Like, if I bought that, it wouldn't be It wouldn't be Susbug anymore. So I was kind of like,
Out of coffee.
just stick with Susbug. Leave Susbug alone. If I want to do a burnout, find a different burnout car. Find something that's got a V8 engine and is rear-wheel drive from the factory, and then build upon there. And yeah, do burnouts. That's my goal. I want to do a burnout this summer. Damn it!
Okay,
It's
well.
getting late in the summer for a burnout. for
It's-
getting one done.
Yeah, it's yeah. You're running out of daylight.
Yeah, running out of weekends to get it done. So I think we're gonna have to get moving on this pretty quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna
hopefully-
start throwing the sanding block around on the Camaro, and
Yeah. It's gonna look
Yeah.
good when it's done.
I'm gonna work on that, and yeah, just keep plugging away. I kind of want to get the vans in the shop this winter,
Ooh,
so I want to get
the white van and the blue van.
the white van and the blue van. We're gonna combine the two together and make one. I don't know if you guys have ever even seen the vans. We could walk over there with the camera and check out the vans.
Yeah, road trip.
Road trip. Let's do it. We're live, so
Yeah.
all right.
Charity's on our camera for us.
We got our
Thank you, Charity.
camera over here.
So what's the story behind the blue van?
So the blue van was my grandfather's. He actually got it in like 1987 or something. I was like 3 years old when he got this van, and my entire childhood growing up, you knew when Grandpa was over because he's always driving this blue van. It's a shorty van, and it's pretty rough. Well, you can see the plate on here. Last tagged in 03. I went over when he passed away, and I got it running. I got new brakes on it, so it runs and it drives. Put the gas tank in, it was completely trashed. I got a brand new gas tank for it here. The problem is I can't get a fuel sending unit, so I need to take the fuel sending unit out of this other van and get this gas tank mounted up. And yeah, but it's a nice blue van. What's cool about it is it's the shorty van, so it doesn't have windows on one side. It looks pretty. It makes it look cool.
So
It used to have this wall-to-wall carpeting and the whole thing, so I'm going to put it back that way. Probably a different color carpet, but we'll make it look like it was when Grandpa had it. Just because that's how I remember it. But it's rusted. I mean, you look, this thing she's rotted bad.
So what do you need off this?
And it's all the way down the side. So I was on Marketplace one day, and I found, this is a 76 Econoline Chateau, right? I found this 76 Econoline Club Wagon van with no title or whatever for like $650. And I'm like, well, it's actually got like most of the body and stuff, and it runs and drives. So what I'm gonna do, the other cool thing is it's got a bunch of parts in it. And it has the exact same color interior. So everything that's missing on the blue van there, we can take out of this van, swap it over. We can literally take the whole bottom half of this van and just start cutting patch panels clean off of it and just swapping them over to the blue van. So I want to get both vans in the shop at the same time and just go, hey, we need this fender well, and then just go over and just zip it off of one, go over, weld it to the other one, and get the old blue van back on the street. I think it'd be cool to have Smokin' Eagles Rod Shop logo on it on both sides, and then we can haul our merch around in it or just drive it to events or whatever we want to do.
Camp in it.
I mean, yeah, we'd go camping in it or whatever. Like I said, it runs and drives. It's got a 351 Windsor, and she is a heavy smoker. My grandpa just drove the wheels off of this thing.
What's the other one have in it?
The white van over here, it has a 306.
Oh, I would just take the 6 then.
And they actually, Summit actually sells a turbo kit for those.
Yeah.
That makes them a little bit more aggressive than they are from the factory. But yeah, they both run.
Yeah.
I don't know. That it may stop smoking if once I start driving it a little more regularly.
Yeah.
But it may not. I mean, I don't.
No.
Or I'd fire it up, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's the old blue van there, and
So we were just.
that's the plan on the vans. Oh, and like this bumper, my grandpa banged it into something, and so like I can swap bumpers. Like they're identical years, so I mean I have everything I need to just whoosh, and make one good van, which would be my grandpa's.
Cool.
And then yeah,
So that'd be a cool project.
yeah, I think that'll be a lot of fun. It doesn't have to be perfect because again, like I said, we'll just put some merch in it, whatever. I don't even know if I'll repaint it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know.
Tow Carmen behind it.
Yeah, I tow Carmen behind everything. Yeah. But yeah, I like the van just because sentimental value. This van here is also my grandpa's. I'm sure you guys seen the video of us bringing it back. The rear frame on it is just completely gone.
Yeah.
So that's why I made the little,
Just made yard art out of it.
it's my little campsite here, my little, van down by the Knot River. And yeah,
Van's a cool project. How many hours do you think it's gonna? Okay, this is back to his Camaro project that's been in his garage ever since I've known you. How many hours of sanding and painting do you think you got to put into that to get it ready for the road?
the Camaro,
Yeah, the Camaro.
to get it painted, it's probably got,
I mean, it's in primer right now. You don't have any patch panels that you need to put in, do you?
no, I probably got 80 hours of labor that I need to put into the sanding and stuff.
And then painting.
And I can shoot it, and that's probably it, pretty close to being done.
Damn. It's just a lot of sanding.
So that Camaro, the story on the Camaro, you guys, I'll make a video and kind of explain all that later. It'll be a Camaro video, but just for a little spoiler for you guys here that watch my lives, I had a Camaro for years and years. I got it a long time ago, and I drove it for a long time, and then it started getting the regular rust down the bottoms of the doors and stuff, and I thought, I'll paint this, and I lived at our old house, and I started working on it. I got a lot done. I got it primered. I reskinned one of the doors, put a patch panel on one of the doors. Like, I got a lot of work done on it, and then this house came up for sale with the shop and everything else, and so I bought it. Well, then we had to move, so I'm like, well, I can't paint the Camaro now because I got to move everything. So I move everything over here, and at that time I had the blue truck, and it was white at that time. And so we moved in here, and then we started working on the house here, and then I had the shop, and then I was like, okay,
Need to learn how to paint.
yeah, I wanted to paint the Camaro. So then I'm like, well, I never really painted nothing before, so I don't want to screw the Camaro up. So I'm gonna paint the blue truck first, or the white truck. I'm gonna paint the old white truck first, so I can learn how to do it, screw it up, and then be less likely to screw the Camaro up. And so I spent a whole winter basically painting the blue truck, getting it all done, and then yeah, it's just, and then we got into the burnouts of Carmen.
Yep.
And then I was like, okay, well, now I'm working on Carmen. It's just, things just keep happening, and the Camaro just kind of
Always gets pushed back.
it kind of gets pushed back because we'll be honest, body work is not fun. It's not. It sucks. You got to put your headphones in and listen to the radio for hours on end and drive yourself crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just, So it's next on the list. It will get done. It's a super cool car. It runs great. It's got a 350 small block in it. I put a big cam in it, and it's got headers on it, stuff like I say. It runs real good. It's super cool, super fun car. I got a shift kit in it. I changed rear end gears. Super fun car. It'll be awesome when it's done. The cool thing about me pushing this off is that every month that goes by, that Camaro gets more and more valuable, because those Camaros just keep going up in value. I don't know how. I mean, when I bought that car, I drove it home for $1,800.
Yeah.
You can't buy no 79. You cannot buy a second gen Camaro now for $1,800 and drive it home.
No.
If you do, you got one smoking deal. You must have found somebody that needs medication.
Yeah.
Because they're just not out there. I did
it-
put floor pans in it years and years ago, so those probably need worked on now too. Because
But it's time to bring that one back to the road.
yep, and then we can drive it around and bebop it. It'll be fun. It's a
Yeah.
great car, super fun. It's just like I said, we got the house, and then we needed to work on stuff in the house, and then I remodeled the basement, and then I worked on the shop. Then we did the shop addition, and it just keeps like it's thing after thing. It's like, I could paint the Camaro right now, or we could add on to the shop and have more space. Well, then we add on to the shop, and then I buy another car, and then I'm working on something. So anyway, yeah,
It's time.
it's gonna happen. I gotta figure out how to get the content to you guys. I've said that before, but we'll make it happen.
Yeah, we've talked about that content before. That content's like, that's the stuff like when you're watching like Vice Grip Garage or Puddin's Fab Shop or Mordski.
Yep.
That's the stuff that's like, they take like 8 hours and turn it into like a 10-second video.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just massive amounts of hours that just go into like very short clips, because let's face it, nobody wants to see people sanding Bondo and bodywork.
Yeah.
For 10 hours.
Well, my
straight.
Camaro ain't got no Bondo.
No Bondo.
That thing's straight as an arrow.
No.
I reskinned the one door.
Yeah.
And then I put a small patch panel, I don't know, probably 6 by 8 inches in the other door. And then the one bottom rocker panel, I put like a 2-inch tall by about 6-inch long patch in that.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's no patches in the whole car. I mean, the car is solid and it's clean. That's one of the reasons why I bought it when I bought it. It needed floor pans in the front, and not the full floors, just the the front
So get it.
quarter pans or whatever. And I did those years ago.
Yeah. So get it spray ready and spray it, and then reassemble and
Yep. And
Have
then
her
just
on- have
buy
it on the
shiny
road.
parts to put on it.
have it on the road.
Yeah, and that's So yeah, that project will be coming here real soon. I'll probably start working on those videos this week. Getting some things organized on the Camaro and stuff, because the Buick is pretty much good, other than just keeping her oil changed. And fingers crossed, as long as I don't break nothing. Because we got 3 burnout competitions to go this year with Carmen. 2 NODs at our local racetrack, and then the one at Fort Wayne for the street takeover, where I'm going to be full sending it.
Yeah, that's kind of the end of the year one.
No, there's
another Night of Destruction after
Yeah.
that? Wow.
in October.
Wow.
They do Night of Destruction in October.
Huh.
It's the very last. It's the track closer, and we will be there, and Carmen will close the track. It's gonna be fun.
So yeah, and then that should wrap up into the fall and get us
In
that.
winter, and I should have paint on the Camaro by then, or getting pretty close to painting it.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty cool to paint in the winter time because you have less
Dry.
bugs. There's less bugs. There's less drama. I'll be able to do that and get the car in paint, and then I got room for the vans, because again, the whole idea is pull 2 vans in and just start hacking and
Trading one for one.
yup, because the white van don't mean nothing to me. And then at the end of the day, it's just gonna roll off to the scrapyard. But somebody put new brakes on it. They put a new gas tank in it. They did a bunch of work to that white van, so I'm gonna steal all those parts.
Yeah, all those.
All that new stuff's going on the little shorty blue van.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be fun. There won't be anything left of that white van when I'm done with it. I'll either sell it for parts or sell it for scrap. Take it to my local junkyard. He
Yep.
usually gives me a smoking deal on stuff, so I may just go say, hey, look, give me $50, you can have the thing.
I stopped into Holly's this week to get some tires mounted,
Yeah.
and he remembered me.
Well, yeah.
I've only been there one time, and that was to get tires mounted. And like he's like, yeah, you're the guy with the Volkswagen Bug trying to do a burnout.
Yeah, and you were like, yeah, I'm still trying.
I said, still trying.
You got that guy. You know that guy with that Buick that does burnouts.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, yeah, that you know that Dustin guy. He's got a Buick. It's pretty cool. It does burnouts. And I'm like, yeah. And I showed him the latest burnout of Susbug at HQ, and he was like, wow, that's really cool. So it's kind of fun. I mean, literally, I've been to this junkyard one time, and he remembered me.
They're old school, and they're super
and
cool.
like,
and there's those yards aren't
and how many people
around anymore.
How many people you think go through that place in a day?
Yeah, bunch of people.
A couple dozen people through the place every day.
Yep.
And it's like, I've been there twice in 6 months, and the dude remembers me.
Yep.
Cool place.
Yep.
Cool place.
You'll
Great
be
people.
going back if you get that burnout car you're
I'm
just
hoping.
chit-chatting about, because
I'm
he's
hoping.
got parts.
I'm hoping.
I need to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what rear end I can swap into Carmen.
Ooh, that's a good question.
But I want a direct swap.
Yeah.
Just
Bolt.
unbolt it, bolt it in.
And what you
because-
want is limited slip, right?
Well, I need an 8.5 inch rear because it's got a 9.375 and nobody sells aftermarket parts. All I really want is I want a different ring and pinion because I want to be able to change my gear ratio, but nobody frickin' makes them. They only sell the stock gear ratio for that rear end. But if I can get an 8.5, they sell clutch packs for them for posi. They sell mini spools for them. They sell ring and pinion gears real cheap. So I can do anything I want. It's got to be the right width, and it's got to bolt right in. So I don't know if that's later model Electra 225s, probably a later model car's probably got the other rear end. Probably, I don't know. I found a guy that's got a 71.
3/4 ton dump truck.
Well, I found a guy that's got like a 71 Delta 88. That may be the same rear end. It's just, it depends on what the width is.
Yeah.
Because the 8.5.
Oh, and you got the bars on it too. You got the.
Yeah, it's 4-link. It's 4-link. That's why that thing's so damn beefy. And then I show up, it's like, yeah, it weighs as much as a Sherman tank, but I can just eat tires and it won't break.
Yeah.
Because it's built to take it.
Yeah. So if you were to replace a rear end in there, you need to get that.
It has to be. Yeah, it has to be the correct rear end. But I think a later model Electra 225 might fit.
Yeah.
Because the wheelbase would be the same in the width, yeah. But I don't know. And
So who knows?
if anybody out there knows,
If anybody out there wants to Google it and get extra credit,
yeah, you Buick guys out there, yeah, for sure, 100%. I'll give you a free sticker next time I see you. You can't beat a free sticker. Well, it wouldn't be free because you'd have to put in the labor of the Google box. But
who wants it? Who needs it?
yeah,
Who's got to have it?
But I would like to buy a rear end for that and swap the rear end out so I can change my gears. Or if somebody knows where I can get a new ring and pinion for a 9.375 GM rear diff, that would be great. I'm looking for like a 373 to 411-ish gear, somewhere in there. It's got 342s in it now, which aren't doing me bad, but I want to be able to hang in third gear.
Yep.
And if I get a little bit,
tire speed.
yeah, if I get a little bit better gear in it, then that'll kind of make up for what we're lacking in horsepower when we get up into drive. But yeah, what time is it? We've been talking for a while.
It's about 7:45.
Is it? Do we got anybody on here with us?
Let's see.
Two people? Get 2 people with us? Has anybody commented or anything? Told us to shut up talking about stupid stuff?
Get off the thing, losers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch somebody else's channel. They're way cooler. That's what I do. I can't believe nobody's giving us any razzle tazzle. Now think of this, guys. I came up with this the other day. I got a sales pitch, and I'm gonna sell you an idea, and I think it's a great idea. Okay, here I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking, and then I will explain to you why it's a great idea after you laugh and mock me and tell me it's a horrible idea. I would like to buy a 30s street rod and daily it.
It's a great idea.
Now, what's up?
She's punching buttons.
It said something went wrong. Try again. So start over with your idea.
Oh,
You want to
did it-
buy a 30s?
Oh yeah, did it get stalled out on us or something?
I think so.
Okay, so here it is. Okay, I want to buy a 30s street rod and daily drive it.
Like a ZZ Top Eliminator.
That would be cool. That would be way cool. But it's actually not the body style that I like the most. Although I would take one of those because those are super cool. But I actually like the more stripped down kind of. I like them with the top. I like having a roof on them.
Keeps the rain out.
Yeah, it keeps the rain out because I'm a daily this thing, right? That's my plan. And here is my reasoning. Everybody says that's stupid. That's a terrible idea. Blah 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 blah. Let me sell you this, okay?
He doesn't work that far away, first and foremost.
Let me sell you this. So I drive 12 miles a day to work and back, right? So round trip. So that's 6 miles one way, 6 miles back, right?
It's
So
straight. It's a straight shot.
it's a straight shot. There aren't a bunch of swerves, curves, no interstate, no nothing. Just state highway, 60 mile an hour.
One stoplight.
Yeah, there's like 3 stoplights, and they're all like next to each other. Now, I buy a new pickup truck. Maybe not a brand new pickup truck, but let's say you buy a nice pickup truck, 25 grand, you got a $400, $500 a month payment, right? You drive it to work and back every day, 6-8 years, and I haul the car trailer around with Carmen on it, or the truck to car shows, things of that nature, blah, blah, blah. 10 years from now, 6 years from now, 5 years from now, I'm bored with the truck. My 25 grand is now worth 11 grand, right? Because depreciation is killing me, right? But my thought here is buy a $6,000-$8,000 street rod. Doesn't have to be perfect because I'm a daily it, right? But it just needs to be cool, right? Like an old 70s build or something. New brakes, new tires, make sure she's cool. Maybe put a real comfy seat in it from somewhere so it's comfortable to drive. 6-8 years from now, 5 years from now, when I'm bored with it,
Same price.
$6,000-$8,000 street rod is still a $6,000-$8,000 street rod, or a $12,000-$15,000 street rod.
Tinker
They're-
with it, make it better. I mean, it
Yeah,
wouldn't be
they're
that
not
hard.
getting any.
Cheaper.
They're not making any new ones. I mean,
No.
they are making fiberglass ones, but I want to steal one. But that's my sales pitch there. Basically, daily it to work and back, and then people go, "How's that street rod out there?" I go, "Oh yeah, he drives that every day." Like, take the Walmart, get groceries. I mean, I kind of do that with the blue truck, but the blue truck is so nice now that.
Feel bad parking it in a Walmart parking
Yeah,
lot.
I feel
It's
bad
like,
parking at Walmart, which was never my plan, but I do drive the blue
Yeah.
truck. I haven't drove it as much
take
in the
the-
last few months as I normally do, but
You take the blue truck to Walmart, you better be in the
I park out a
back.
ways.
Yeah, you
but I
park
do
way
drive.
out.
I do drive it to work and stuff.
Yeah.
One thing that kind of depresses me is I don't know. I've had 2 door dings on my new truck in the
Yeah.
last month from people at my job.
Yeah.
I'm like in my truck and they're bang, and I look at them and they're like, oh, and they just like climb out of their whatever,
Sorry.
their crap box, frickin' Kia Rio, and they walk in the building, and I'm like, people. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm kicking that idea around. Obviously, I don't have the money burning a hole in my pocket, so I'm not going to rush out and buy one tomorrow. But let me know in the comments, did you buy my sales pitch? Does it make sense? Is it a terrible idea, or is it a decent idea? What would you do? What are your thoughts on that?
Do these dollars make sense?
Yeah, I mean, a street rod, it's cheap, it's simple,
Straightforward.
it's straightforward. I mean, it's going to run up like a small block V8 or whatever, or
Yeah.
maybe a big block V8. Don't matter.
And if
Side
and if
pipes.
if you just tinker with it a little bit,
It don't need much except the tilt wheel and a good seat, because that's the biggest thing that people complain about in them is they're not very comfortable to drive.
and see that was kind of my goal with my little yellow truck, is I don't want it to be super nice, but I want to be able to drive it to work.
Right.
Like I want to be able to drive it to work in the summer and take some miles off my big truck. Because I got a big truck like you do. I drive 20 miles one way, so I drive 40 miles a day.
Yeah.
So-
He's driving quite a bit more than I am.
Yeah, so if I could take 1 day a week, or if I could take 1 day a week off of my truck,
Eventually, once all my projects are done that I currently have,
then we can start stacking
Then
them
I
on
won't
top
even
of each
need-
other, and we get another row of projects.
well, yeah, but I'm saying I won't even need my new truck except to haul the car trailer.
Yeah.
Because I could drive the van one day on Monday. I could drive the blue truck on Tuesday. I could drive the Camaro on Wednesday.
I could drive the street rod on Thursday, and then I could drive
Carmen on Friday.
Carmen on Friday, and then I could drive the Studebaker on Saturday, and then Sunday I'll stay home.
Be that old man with a car for every day of the week.
Yeah, it's like, what car show you going to? I'm gonna go to the pickup truck show. Okay, I'll go get my pickup truck. Oh, we're gonna go to the van meet. Oh, let me go get my van. Oh, we're going to a convertible only. Oh, let me go grab that Studebaker. Oh, I'm going to the Street Rod Nationals. Oh, let me go grab my street rod.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, we're going to LS Fest. Oh, let me go grab the
Right.
freaking Studebaker.
yeah, let me go grab my LS Swap Studebaker.
Yeah, like
Like, it's one of those things where none of your cars have to be worth $150,000. But if you've got one for every event,
you can have a lot of fun.
you can have a lot of fun. And you just show up with a bottle of window cleaner and wipe a couple piles of bird poop off the hood, and you go, I'm here. Where,
You know what you didn't mention
where's your
in that?
LeBaron, Freddie?
You know what you didn't mention in that collection of cars?
What?
A Volkswagen.
I don't have a Volkswagen.
Oh,
For good reason.
you need one.
Jason's got plenty of Volkswagens.
I got plenty of Volkswagens, and I got plenty of Volkswagen problems. I got
You have all the Volkswagen problems.
got all the Volkswagen problems.
I tried to help him, buddy.
Oh.
Some people you just can't help.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, but I think I'm coming around to it, at least in the burnout aspect of it. Like, if you want to go have fun and do burnouts, go have fun and do burnouts. Give the people what they want. They came to a steakhouse for steak. They didn't come to a steakhouse for salad. They came to a burnout to see, smoky tires, and they want to hear V8 noises.
Well, and it's no fun going there and then leaving and not doing a burnout either.
Yeah, that sucks.
Because again, like, even if you didn't take a car and you just went there with me and I took Carmen, like,
Yeah.
again, you're standing on the sidelines. Like, I mean, it's fun, but it's not as fun as it could be.
No,
It's way more fun in the car.
it'd be a lot funner doing a burnout.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the goal. Maybe we can put something together in short order and actually salvage the last half of this summer, the last 3 burnout comps of this summer. Maybe we can put something together and maybe salvage 1 or 2 of them. Hey, who knows? We're gonna try. We're
Yep.
definitely
That's all you can do.
we definitely have our eyes and ears open for any potential burnout vehicles sitting out there. Got a few things that are preferable. Not going to say no to anything though. So
Clearly, he tried to make a burnout car out of a Volkswagen.
Yeah, I
he
made
is
it-
open to anything.
yeah, I mean it could be a Crosley with a 632 in it. If you know where one is, call me. I would probably be interested in it.
I'd
But-
kick tires on that.
I'd kick tires on a Crosley with a big block.
Yeah.
I would think that'd be fun. But yeah, no, it's been a good summer. Channel's really growing.
Yeah, the channel's doing really good. So remember, like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends. Try and get the channel spread. I know here in the last month or so,
It's been a lull, but it's summer and it's summer vacation. He's a you got a
Family
family,
man.
you
What's
got
up?
a kid.
we got a question. Comment?
Corey just says hello, guys.
Oh, what's up, Corey?
Hey Corey.
Hey, I'll be at your concert, man. Charity and I are coming. Yeah, I don't remember the date off the top of my head, but we'll be there. I looked up the address, so
You know where it is at least.
I know where it is, and yeah, you're in my neck of the woods, so I'll definitely show up and hang out, say hi or whatever.
Yeah. But-
I'll buy some of your merch so I can
Heck yeah.
represent. I can wear your shirt on my channel. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if your shirt's got sleeves, but I'll cut them off.
No, it's yeah. The channel's definitely growing.
Yeah.
Going to try to get more content. Going to try to keep it going over the winter.
Yep.
And then, just right
Winter-
straight
yeah.
into next spring.
Winter content, it'll be cool.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. We'll obviously we won't be able to do a bunch of burnout videos because it's wintertime, but we might be able to squeak one in on a sunny day.
On a sunny day.
Out
Dry
here,
painting.
have a
Out
little
here,
video. We're
AC.
out here like plowing,
Like
shoveling snow off the concrete, so we can,
torching the concrete so we can dry it.
so I can do a burnout.
So we can do a testy.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Or we could do like garage burnouts. We could just do them in the garage.
Do them in the shop. Just point them out the door.
Yeah, just dueling burnouts, garage burnouts. No, probably nothing that interesting. But
Well, I could on that side of the build.
my plan is to continue on with burnout cars. Like, you know, the Susbug was a failure. You know, failure is an option. But, you know, onward to bigger and better. And I still want to go back to Cletus and cars next spring.
Oh yeah, I'll be there 100%. I told Cletus that I'd be back, so Carmen has to be there.
I would love for Susbug to go back there, but I think I'm coming to the conclusion finally that it's not. It's
You
not.
know what you should do? You should build another burnout car that's way cooler,
Yeah,
okay? And then take a piece of Susbug
and tape it.
and tape it to the dash or in the car somewhere so that you always have a piece of sus with you.
Oh,
Then sus can do a burnout. Maybe you get a pickup truck and you put the shell of Susbug in the
No.
back and then do the burnout competition. Then you go, hey, Sus did a burnout. I mean,
Yeah.
she was a,
yeah,
riding.
get like a
She
get
was
like
a passenger
go there next year with a ramp truck.
with the Beetle on the back of it, and the ramp truck does the burnout.
That would be
I
impressive. That would be
VR6
impressive.
swapped this Volkswagen Beetle so it could do a burnout, and then I bought a ramp truck with a big block so that it, because it can do a burnout.
Because it's going to do a burnout.
Right.
I think the side-by-side blog guys did that. They had the competition where you do tandems.
Mhm.
So what they did was they took a flatbed truck and then they put a side-by-side on the flatbed truck. So the side-by-side was doing a burnout on the bed of the truck while the truck was doing a burnout.
That sounds pretty cool.
Sounds really cool. Yeah, it was as sketchy as it sounded.
It sounds way cool.
It was
dude, I have a
definitely
game to
sketchy.
do that.
It was definitely sketchy.
What do you guys think about our little van campfire area here? Is that pretty cool?
I think we should add the other vans to it and just like keep it going.
Well, I want to put a couple of little like seats out here. Maybe put a hammock out here so I can chill in the hammock or something.
Put some lights up.
Yeah, I got some sweet lights we can hang up out here. Maybe run the generator behind it so we have like a little more hippie campsite.
I think we need a cooler though. Definitely need a cooler.
I have a cooler. I have a cooler in the shop. Next time we'll have a cooler in the shop.
More cold beverages.
Yep.
But yeah,
We'll do that. It'll be cooler. If you got any ideas of ways we can decorate this up, I don't want to destroy the van, so I don't want to like screw holes in the side of it or anything crazy like that. But if you got any ideas like, oh, this would be super cool, let us know. And yeah, maybe we can hunt down a piece of furniture that you think would be cool. Maybe we could get people to send us stuff.
ooh, we could just add it to the collection.
That would be pretty cool. People send us like, I don't know, anything. Like, I don't know, you can send me a beer cap and I'll just put it in the van. Or a sign that says, no skinny dipping in the pool. And then we'll hang it on the tree or something. I don't know.
Turn it into a floor pan.
Well, only your cars need floor pans. My cars are all pretty good. Well, not the Studebaker. It's pretty rough.
Hey, you want to paint a little yellow truck this winter?
I could paint a yellow truck.
For some reason, my sister.
It only
thinks-
takes like a pint.
Yeah, my sister thinks that thing should be dark purple. I don't know.
We're talking about the rabbit.
Yeah, the rabbit truck.
I think it should be red.
Oh, Red Rabbit,
I think you should name it Jessica.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit. I liked Eddie Rabbit.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but
Nobody knows who Eddie Rabbit is.
well, and people who do don't think he's cool. Although it is a Volkswagen, so I mean, it kinda, I don't know. It might fit.
Yeah, it's in that realm of like.
Who's
Kenny-
Eddie Rabbit? Go, oh, don't worry, he's just as cool as this truck.
Yeah.
Hey, so Hang says hi. Hi, 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 hi. Lots of highs.
Hey, what's up? Who is it?
Hey,
Hang?
Hang? Nice.
hey,
Oh.
you know where any cool burnout cars are in northern Indiana for me to go scoop up?
You know we're global.
Yeah.
The guy's probably from Australia or something.
International.
Yeah, you
Oh,
never
this
know.
could be your Aussie friend with the Stoods.
It's not, but I know.
Oh,
His name's Gary. It's Gary.
man, I bet
He's
Gary.
cool, dude.
I bet Gary could find us one hell of a burnout car.
Probably, but then you got to figure out how to get it here.
Yeah,
You can ship it.
he could ship it. He could probably be like, "Oh, I got you one."
My dad sold an Edsel and shipped it to Australia, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's like, that's wild.
Well, anyways, you want to wrap this
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, I think so. Is it about that time?
Yeah. Like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends. It was cool chatting with you guys. And yeah, thanks for commenting in the comments.
Other Justin also says hi.
Hi,
Oh, what's up, other Justin?
Hey, other Justin.
What's up, dude? Yeah, so
Let's go.
yeah, we got our projects. Told you guys kind of some stuff we got going on and what's
Some
coming
stuff
up.
we did.
If you can be at the Coliseum Takeover in Fort Wayne, man, like I said,
Yeah.
come show up, say hi. We'll shake your hand, you can take your picture.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, how many people we got in here? 5 people.
5.
Nice. I think that's a new record. for
That's a
us.
new record. Thanks, guys. You're amazing.
You know they all showed up when you quit talking about them Volkswagens.
Oh man, Volkswagens are the best.
Right as we're getting ready to close it out, and then everybody's like, "Hey,
Yeah. Don't close
What's up?
it.
don't leave us." But anyway, yeah. So
Like,
we'll be at these cool events, and I'll make sure I keep it on our Facebook page updated, and I will also set up our next YouTube live. It will be, what are we doing? We do third Sundays.
I don't know.
I think we do third Sundays of the month.
We're trying to do
So-
it monthly. So
We
it's gonna be monthly Sunday 7 p.m.
Yep. And I'll, as soon as later this afternoon, I will, and we're done here, I'll set that all up. I'll set up an actual event on my Facebook page like I did with this one. That way, if anybody ever's like, oh, I wonder when they're doing their next live, you can just go to our Facebook page, look up our events, and it should have the events that we're going to for burnouts, and it should also have our live YouTube video events as well.
Yep.
Other than that, it's good chatting with you guys. We will catch you on the flip side. Until then, keep on wrenching. Peace. Woo!